At the start of this millennium, each civilization had its own way of imagining the world. To Christians, the world looked like this, with Europe at the bottom left. For Muslims, Europe shrinks, dwarfed by Asia. For the Chinese, the world was China. "1,000 years ago, roads from the west to China crossed the terrible Taklamakan Desert. Its name meant, 'He who enters will never return.' Along its edges, the Silk Roads carried merchants from India and the Middle East. Their saddlebags bulged with spices, jewels, carpets, and silk. The gateway to China was the oasis of Dunhuang. Here, hollowed into the desert cliffs, was a Buddhist monastery. Recesses in the rocks hid fabulous treasures, donated by passing merchants. Each of the 450 caves was a shrine, decorated by monks. On the ceilings and walls, they painted the world of China. It was a land of mountains and cities, singers and devils. The poet Su Xia described this country of extremes.
The river flows to the east. Waves have washed away all the heroes of history. To the west of the ancient wall, the jagged peaks pierce the heavens.
The Chinese regarded their land as the central country of the world. They believed their emperor held a mandate from heaven to rule all the peoples of the earth. China's vast distances were conquered by technology. The Grand Canal linked its 5 great rivers into one navigable waterway, 1,500 miles long. Today it is still China's vital artery. It led to the bustling capital of the Chinese emperors. In the 11th century, the city of Kaifeng. To feed its million people, the markets were open 24 hours a day. The world's oldest reputed restaurant, Ma Yujing's Bucket Chicken House, plied its business. This contemporary scroll captured the street life of the day. Kaifeng was a gastronomic center. Here, fish was a delicacy. It was caught by cormorants.
They tie a cord around the bird's neck so that a small fish just passes through his throat. but he cannot swallow a big fish. The birds are very tame and attend to everything as if they had a human heart.
With duck and ginger, the fish made dumplings invented by Kai Feng's palace cooks, still enjoyed today as dim sum. Most remarkable of all, the people of Kai Feng already used inventions most of the rest of the world still waited for. They had printing, paper money, the compass, an earthquake detector, a clock driven by water, acupuncture, and gunpowder. The Chinese had kites which carried people. They used them to pioneer their dreams of flight. They used them to make music and to measure distances. Even the emperor designed kites. This vast empire was schooled and united by the ancient philosophy of one man, Confucius.
Let the ruler rule as he should, and the minister be minister as he should. Let the father act as a father should, and the son as a son should.
1,500 years earlier, Confucius had traveled across China preaching self-restraint and obedience to the ruler. Now, in the 11th century, political reformers used his doctrines to strengthen the empire. For this ordered world was under threat. Invaders from the northern desert coveted China's good earth. Kai Feng was sacked. China was split by the sword. Despite the chaos, Confucian scholars remained confident that China would endure.
Civilization will always win its encounters with savagery. The barbarian will be subjected by kindness when he cannot be won by war.
In the end, China always captivated her conquerors and turned them into Chinese.